Okay, time for some more live arena. So how is everyone today? What's everybody make of the new schedule for Timmet? And who's in for Timmet? I'm all in. I think he looks awesome. I mean, I frequently go on about how much I hate polymorph, so it's going to be nice to have a response to that. And speak of the devil, polymorph. Yay! So, I'm going to start with the Monkey King, as I always do, and I'm going to go for Ramen 2. I also might start doing Live Arena with a second account. That's really going to be up to Mr. Burrito Slayer. He can decide whether he trusts me to run his fights for him. I think it'd be very cool because he's got some neat champions. He has a Yumiko. He has a Rotos. I'd love to start putting that in. I might even just start opening with those two. Mr. Burrito Slayer, do you also have a Siffy? Because if you do, that would be awesome. As it stands, he's picked the response that I would have wanted for this. At this point, maybe I'll go for the bombs, despite this this polymorph nonsense. I better be quick, eh? So let's take the Rat King, let's take Mithrala, let's go. Whenever you decide that it is time. Thank you, game. And the reason Timid is so good at polymorph is he reduces the duration of buffs rather than simply stripping them. Arbiter also does that, but she just does it for a single turn. And often buffs are being put up for 2, sometimes 3 turns. So Timid taking them down for 3 turns is going to be game-changing for a lot of people, I think. That's why I'm all in for him. It may turn out that I'm wrong. So this is looking like an easy bomb team. We'll see how it works out. I have to eliminate Yumeko. I just have to. And this is going to make life hard because now I can't place bombs with these two if she gets her buffs up, which she's definitely going to do. Siffy's going to be really fast. I can start with my speed aura and see if we're faster, but we probably aren't. I'd be willing to wager this Siffy probably outspeeds the fastest person I have on the team by a good 100 speed points. So I'm probably going to lose, but we'll see. I do have 2 turns of Stone Skin on Gaius. Hopefully that's going to be good and outlast the 3 turns that are here. So Gaius, it doesn't matter. Let's just open this way. Now I'm wondering if I should also put 2 turns of Stone Skin on the Rat King just for situations like this. So I'm already losing 1 bomber. This is looking pretty bleak. Siffy has that annoying A1. What a broken pair of champions, these two. And very clever of Larry to also take Ultimate Death Knight. I mean, I have like no response to this. I mean, it is possible that the Monkey King will come in and I will somehow have enough time to nuke everybody with him, but it just does not seem likely because Siffy cuts in so often. Rotos can, of course, just one-shot him. Hefrak is pretty much going to kill everybody at his first opportunity. Here, let's put some poisons on you for what that's worth. Whirlwind Romance. Why didn't you go for the Monkey King? Alright, well, let's see if I can steal that stone scan. Oh, I can. Oh, that's very cool. Well, this is it. So, Monkey King is gonna have to target Ultimate Death Knight, and he looks tanky as hell. So I don't know how well this is gonna work. I think pretty much whatever happens afterwards, Rotos is then going to murder him because I can't really one-shot Rotos. So this was actually very close. This is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Good game, Flary. You have an awesome team here. That was very satisfying, though, to nuke out everybody with Monkey King. I did not expect he was going to hit that hard. I think it's maybe a little broken that Sify gets to automatically put anybody to sleep with her move. It should require accuracy. It is so unfair. All right, we'll go in with Sun Wukong, Ramen 2. Boo! It's a very spooky name, Boo. I love it. There's good support on his team. I'm not sure what I'm going to need. Maybe I'll take some strong support this time. And for my final member, I guess I'll take Candrafawn or maybe Leorius. I could even try this guy. I'm really thinking I think it's got to be this way. So who really scares me here? Both of them. I got to pick somebody. I think I can make Gaius's life difficult. So I'll eliminate Baron. Baron hits really hard. I don't want to be dealing with that. I can try to have high resistance. My Duchess, I think, is at about 450. So this would get it above 500. I don't know how accurate his bomber is. He's maybe going to lead with accuracy. It's hard to say. Oh, he's leading with speed. Of course he is. So, moment of truth. How well can you place those bombs? Pretty well. Maybe I can shut down some of these. Nope, no I can't. Okay, well, Python can cleanse this crap off. Now my position's very good. So I probably want to start by taking out Arby, since she's the only reviver. Necrit's going to do his damnedest to keep her alive. I could also just go for the Necrit. Maybe if I can get him low, I can come in with an AoE, and then I can, as a follow-up, hit RB. Maybe that's the fastest way to do this. Because going straight for anybody when Necrit's on the field, he just puts up way too many protective buffs. So let's see if this works. Bam, down he goes. Not enough to take her down, unfortunately. And bloody polymorph. I'll try hitting with this again. Brings everybody very low. That's too bad. I was damn close to just taking him out. Okay. Try to decrease your cooldowns. Get my main man, Python, back up. Gotta love that passive. Right, let's try it. I really want to take down this Arbiter, but that Necrit is very good at making sure I can't. Alright. This is looking like a good opportunity. Nope. Gone as quickly as I saw it. Good night, Arby. And good game, bro. I mean, and maybe it's too soon to say good game. It is possible that he'll still win, but it is not looking good. Good night. Ding, 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 ding. Good game, Boo. Any Monty Python fans out there? For the few players out there that are maybe 20 years older than even me, who used to watch Monty Python in the 60s. I'm gonna go with the Monkey King. I don't know why. I don't know why I stopped so long to look. Okay, this time, before I lose the option, I want to take him. I also want Mithrala. And let's see what Assassin's response is. Baron, Harima, two very scary nukers. So I could go for a bomber, I think. I mean, the thing about Harima is she reduces any kind of defense ignoring effect, which is why I'd want to get rid of her. She also is really rough on demons, so I'm probably going to eliminate her anyway. So maybe I'll just go with Helicath. This way I don't have to worry about the block debuffs and the polymorph. I think I'll go with this one. Now, I don't know who Assassin is going to eliminate, because Harima is good against the demons. So if I let him keep Harima, this team sucks. So he's probably going to know that my plan is to get rid of Harima. And then he's still going to have to choose between these two. Oh, but he's getting rid of the Monkey King. I guess he was hoping I wouldn't eliminate Harima. This is going to be an interesting fight. So I'll go for the defense, I think. Or we could go for the accuracy. I am going to have to knock them about quite a bit. She puts up block debuffs. He puts up unkillable. So this could be hard. Excuse me a minute. Better. Youch. So that Sky Piercer is going to be a problem. It also ignores block damage. I have to admit, I forgot about that. So this could actually be a very fast fight and not in my favor. But we'll put up block damage. And we'll see what kind of shenanigans I can get up to. hold off on the Hex. See if I can get a good opportunity to place it at the right time. If I can place the Hex at the right time and somehow survive Baron's massive nuke, I think we could be okay. Oh, that Whirlwind Romance. So he's got double revivers, which means I really need to take out Sify first. Because Sify has less cooldowns. Or does she? I'm trying to remember if Sify's, if her revive is on a 3-turn cooldown or a 4-turn cooldown. Maybe it's a 4-turn cooldown. Now, of course, Emic reduces the cooldowns. There's a lot of good synergy on this defense. Now I'm wondering if the correct choice was actually Emic. Because as scary as Harima is, at least I wouldn't be dealing with a team that is completely under the effects of block debuffs all the time. So I do have Duchess's passive to reduce the power of Baron's AoE somewhat. Although Baron could basically just spam his A1. Let's see. Can I get lucky with a provoke? No. No such luck. But that would have been great. Well, I could try to hex everybody. Oh yeah, it's gotta be on him. So let's get Helicat back in. She doesn't want to risk it, I guess. Right, let's get up a shield. Block debuffs is always good. It's probably not even that important to have block debuffs, come to think of it. There's not a lot of debuffs that come from any of these champions. She can place Weaken, she can place Sleep, but she's first got to get through Ultimate Death Knight. Well, Assassin, I don't know what you think about my team, but I have a lot of respect for your team. I really like the synergy here. I like my synergy too, though. Well, if you can pick her off, do so. This is the kind of long fight that I don't like getting stuck in. But I'm also stubborn, so I don't want to just resign just because I want to avoid a long fight. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Assassin. That makes my decision easy. Good game. They call him the Assassin for a reason. And that reason is he tells them to. So, if I could go back in time, I think I'd have chosen to eliminate either Emic or Sify. Maybe just Sify, come to think of it, because the whole problem was that Sify kept putting up block debuffs. She could come around to a revive quickly, which put a lot of pressure on me. Having somebody that could block revive might have helped, but that Baron... Maybe I needed to eliminate the Baron. So, I'm going to open with my usual opening. Oh my. Gotta love those meta champs. What do I have to do to get any of these champs? Plarium, let me know. What do you need from me? I mean, aside from money. I'm not paying you money. You guys overcharge. Well, I gotta pick somebody. I could go for the block paradigm strategy or the bombs. Either way, I'm gonna want Mithrala. I will commit to Ultimate Death Knight. So, I think my final choice will be Helikath. That's very rough. I don't like this team. I don't even know how to respond to all that. See, I need a good response to this. Taras is a monster. I mean, I could take Helikath anyway, and just see if I can get to anything here. He wants the speed aura from Kymar. He wants to shut down moves with Warlord. Can't even bring myself to say his name. I'm exhausted by this team. I don't even want to fight it. Just even just looking at this is filling me with dread. I just don't know. I mean, I could get rid of Sify and just let him have all his really heavy hitters and see what happens. I could take accuracy. We might as well go for the defense. And the polymorph. Why not? This game needs a stronger response to Warlord, so I don't feel so much pressure to just eliminate Warlord. To some extent, I can respond with Mithrala, just because she will have the resistance. Or should, I don't know, maybe... Okay, she resisted Warlord, no one else did. And Kymar didn't get polymorphed, that's annoying. So let's put up the Hex. No more Ultimate Death Knight for me, so this is not looking good. No more Helikath. I think Vondakal maybe he just started, because with champions like this, there is no way you belong in the same tier as me. These champions are just too OP. I will say good game, but honestly, how am I supposed to respond to that? How? Anybody watching who's like, I know, please let me know. I want a good response to Warlord. I want something that punishes Warlord teams. I just don't know how. So I'll open with the Monkey King. And hope for the best, but expect the worst. Harima. And a 6-star polymorph Siphi. This is why I keep saying, you know, we got to do something about the polymorph. I like Timid. He's a good response to the polymorph, although people might just start banning him for that reason. Some people think that Timid is just straight up bad. I guess we'll see. He's HP based. He provides healing. Some. He looks like he could be a decent tank that also strips buffs. He also increases accuracy, so he brings that utility as well. And I think Kaja that they just added, I think, unless I'm mistaken, I think she's the first AoE reviver in the legendary category of Banner Lords. I think really, yeah, I think they have Raglan, right? She has a single target revive. Then they've got, you know, the sad one. What's her name? Ursula, the Mourner. She's so sad. But she's a great champ. Epic AoE reviver. But the speed that Kaja brings, I love it. So I'm not sure what to do with this either. I think at this point I want bombs. I don't think anything else is going to work. I think I'm just going to slowly get whittled down if I try anything else. So I will bring a couple of bombers. I will eliminate Siphi, because I don't want to deal with this high of a chance of a polymorph. This is just broken. And that means I have to leave him with Duchess, who's also very powerful. And he's got Necra. So I'm going to eliminate her. We're probably going to eliminate Ramen too. Even though all that polymorph should make them want to eliminate someone else. But I'm expecting them to eliminate Ramen too. Oh, you're eliminating the Monkey King. So I have a chance. That is a lot of polymorph on that team. So my hope is that Ramen 2 is able to strip any block debuffs before getting sheeped. Then my next bomber will probably get sheeped. They may just sheep everyone. Sheep should also be cleansable, honestly. I was watching a Papa Drock video last night going over just all of the broken things about it and all of the things that need to change. Oh man, I really didn't want to go first. Let's try this. Oh, I really wanted bombs on her too. This is not looking good. It's hilarious because it means she's drenched in resistance anyway. Why even bother with polymorph if you're going to make a Duchess that I can't hit with debuffs? I mean, my accuracy, let's see. I think my bombers have about, I want to say 400 maybe to 450 accuracy, and plus the accuracy aura. They should be hitting a lot, but of course if you have like a 700 resist Duchess. There's not a lot I can do about that. So that was well played. I guess I eliminated the wrong one. Didn't like the look of that Siffy, though. Oh my god, and you're slow too? Did you walk away from your keyboard or something? You did, didn't you? You were that confident. You're like, you know what? This is gonna work. He's just gonna give up. I'm just gonna get up, make myself a cup of tea. Well, let's try this again. So that removes some stuff from her. I still don't know what to do. Let's just do the A1. She's not tough. It all went into resistance. Actually, by now the auto should have kicked in, so I think he's really there. I think he's just thinking really hard about what to do. But it's hard to say. So if I can wrap around to his bombs, I maybe have a shot. Let's hit her as hard as possible. We still don't have our bombs, eh? So now you got the block debuffs up. It does not look good for me. Now you got a shield up. I wonder if some of the extra resistance is coming from synergies in the masteries as well, because you can also increase resistance further for each buff added by somebody. Anyway, well done, whatever your name is. So let's take some more fights. Maybe I need to find a way to squeeze in even more accuracy. So I can see myself bringing Timid even to live arena. In fact, that might be the way I build him, because he has that strip that doesn't even provoke polymorph. And in addition, he's also got increased accuracy, so you can choose between the two moves accordingly. So if I don't get Kaja, or I happen to not want to bring Kaja into the same fight, you can still choose. Because Kaja, of course, gives him a free turn after he does the buff strip, regardless of what happens. But you could always choose between one move or the other. One move might be fine. You may just need the increased accuracy so that you can get your bombs off. And thank you, Raid Shadow Legends, for wasting another minute of my life. So, who you got for me today? The answer, please let the answer be somebody. Thank you. Phantasm. Nice spelling skills, Phantasm. Yep. Start with them again. So what do we know about Phantasm? He likes to do the forge. He got the Forge Avatar. What else do we know about him? He likes Arby. He wants to go first. He's got the aura that will allow him to go first, plus the blessing that will allow the aura to be more powerful. Pythion. I'll go for Mithrala. And maybe I want a bomb team at this point. Maybe. Because they're going to be tough. He's got the cleanse. This guy's probably going to be tough as hell. I find the Rat King to be a very strong response to basically any of the defensive-based champions. Because he's Force Affinity. I mean, Spirit would be even better because a lot of them seem to be Force. Like Harima is Force. Stultus, Dragonbane is Force. Let's just bring a second bomber and hope for the best. We could get rid of his polymorph, or we could get rid of this guy. Really? I think I want to get rid of Cardiel. Just because when I knock someone down, I want them to stay down. I don't want to have to be fighting to keep them down. So, let's go. Now, when I say I like Tiamat and Kaja, I'm not necessarily suggesting they're going to somehow be as good as Taras and Marichka. They're still going to be better. They are still overtuned. They still, quite frankly, need to be hard nerfed. I mean, if you compare Taras to the next best nuker, it's not even close, which I think is kind of a problem, because that makes Arena very boring. So, did I manage to get the drop on you? Let's see. Place some bombs on everybody except for Pythion. That's no good. You need to get more bombs on Pythion. He's got too much resist. That is rough. That is very rough. Gotta take him down. So Rotos. Okay. So it is a race to see how quickly I can take down his Pythion. Well, there's no bombs on him, but I'm going to use this move anyway. And good game, Phantasm. You really gave me a run for my money. It's the biggest issue with the bomb strat. You're always kind of rolling the dice on whether or not you're going to have enough accuracy for a given team. Respect. Well, respect. Let's get into it. Ooh, I respect that opening too. A man after my own heart. So, I'll open with these two. Polymorph is really another very good choice for the Monkey King, for as long as it stays as broken as it is. So you got Arby. You're almost certainly going to get to go first. Maybe I'll go for something defensive. I'll just take these two, but hold it. Where are my nukes coming from? Almost made a mistake. I think I can really only bring one. Okay, back up. Maybe I'll take... Problem with taking a couple of bombers is, of course, I give away my strategy too quickly. Could also take him just to kind of interrupt the flow, and I'm really running out of time. So let's just pick Helikath. I'm still kind of giving away my hand, but we'll see how he responds to this. At this point, I'm banking on him not having a great way to deal with Helikath. He might just eliminate Helikath though, so I need a good nuker. So now he's got Duchess. That's rough. That's really rough. Maybe I'll take... Well, I gotta take somebody, so we'll take him. Sometimes there's just not enough time to make sound decisions. So this guy's gonna be rough. That's why I like having Candrafon. I already have Mithrala. Ultimate Death Knight probably can also withstand his annoying shutdown move. Probably. So I can attempt to take down the team better if I just get rid of Duchess. Duchess makes my life basically impossible. He eliminated Helikath anyway, but I don't even think Helikath would have resisted Warlord's move. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we can do. I'm kind of rolling the dice here. Candrafon is in a swift parry set, so there is a 50% chance he doesn't die immediately. And he's probably going to die right after that anyway. And I do have to deal with that Leorius. Okay, well that takes care of Warlord. So what do I want? Maybe I want some attack power. Maybe I want to hex you. Oh, there goes my nuker. Heartbreaking. But respect. 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 Good game. I need a good response to that Warlord, or I need a good response to everything else and just eliminate the Warlord. It's been a while since I've seen somebody pick both Warlord and Yumeko together. That is the nightmare scenario. Ah, Warlord. Like a bad penny. So, Christy, maybe I'll just respond by eliminating Warlord. Do I want to go for bombs? Or do I want to try to block damage? Because we could try the block damage approach. They could eliminate the Helikath though, and then I can't do that. Unless I take somebody else who also applies block damage. But you know what? That probably doesn't matter. Because if you eliminate Helicath, I lose most of my damage. Except I still have the Monkey King. Helicath. Okay, I'll go with Helicath. Ultimate Death Knight can also help the Monkey King stay alive for a number of turns. It'll be rough, though. It'll be rough going. But I think that's how I'm going to do it. I mean, the other obvious way that I like to use is the bombs. But I'm always at the mercy of what happens if they bring too much block debuffs. Or if they just straight up have too much resist. So I'll get rid of Warlord because I basically fall apart. And I'll take the Defense Aura. I've got Polymorph for what it's worth, but it doesn't really look like he's got any debuffs for me. I mean, Trunda can stun. But usually people just build Trunda with really, really low accuracy so that they can get an extra hit off her big nuke because it stuns or gets an extra hit. That's a great move. Trunda's another champion I would love. And I think if I got Trunda, though, I wouldn't use her in the arena anymore because I think she's too specialized. What I do instead is I build her for Hydra because I have seen some crazy Hydra comps with Trunda. So here, position's very good. I don't think you can eliminate my block damage anymore, Christy. So now I'm going to try to kill everyone immediately. Let's do it this way. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. So now it's just a matter of time. Good game, Christy. I was not expecting it to be that quick. The game could have been a lot different if she'd eliminated Helicath. Or the Monkey King. I guess that's probably why people eliminate the Monkey King so frequently. Because you can see his power. So we got time, 24 plus. With Siffy again. So I'll take the Monkey King, and do I want to go for him right away? I think I still want to go for him right away. I know that there are a lot of top tier players that have basically shelved Ramen 2 because of Polymorph, and we're seeing Polymorph everywhere, but that's part of why I still like to use him. He's extremely good at what he does. And sometimes I want to trip that Polymorph. So let's bring Mithrala. I'm not sure. You know what? Let's go ahead and take Ultimate Death Knight. When people pick Uko early, the best response is probably just to immediately go for Mortu Macabre, because then Uko can't avoid him. I don't have him though. Would like to have him, but basically, if you have Uko, don't pick him first for that reason. It's kind of the same with Kymar, actually. Kymar has the same problem. There are a few other champions that have the same problem. If you got nothing but AoEs, you can't avoid that. You can't avoid that Mortu Macabre. So, time. Time likes to take time. This is something we know about him. You got 2 revivers. You have an A+ tier nuker, or maybe even an S tier nuker. Supreme Elaine is very good. Oh, he's got Mortu Macabre. Very cool. So let's see. If I want to go for Helicath, I think I have to get rid of Mortu Macabre, because he can just ignore block damage and just kill through everything. I'm expecting time to get rid of the Monkey King, but you never know. He might get rid of Ramen too. He might get rid of Ultimate Death Knight. He might get rid of Helicath. He might even get rid of Mithrala. But I'm not expecting him to get rid of Mithrala. It's part of what I like about Mithrala. She's like universally useful, and yet she almost never gets banned, unless they want to place a lot of debuffs, which he actually does, because he's got a bomber, but maybe he was expecting me to eliminate the bomber? It's hard to say. So I'll go with the Defense Aura. So the biggest issue for my team is going to be that Wukong. Or the bomber. I mean, if the bomber bombs us out immediately, then obviously we're just dead, and we don't have to worry about anything. But that Wukong will have a steady chance of stripping some of my buffs, depending on how accurate he is, and I'm expecting him to have high accuracy. But I did the best I could, because I think Mortu Macabre was a death sentence. So Siphi, place your buffs. Uko, he's going to do whatever he's going to do. Are you going to try to strip my Stone Skin, or are you going to wait? Take your time. Okay. Maybe we'll strip this now. It's not like he's got that many more buffs to place terribly soon. Oh, and as a bonus, I locked out his bomber. Cool. I was worried about that. I often forget. I mean, I'm locking out passives, and I'm so used to them having so many passives that I forget. Some champions, like Lord Shazar or Arby, don't actually have any passives. They just have really, really good moves. So Uko might be about to strip everything anyway. Could even go for an attack immediately, just to see what happens, but I'm gonna risk putting up block debuffs. I'm gonna do it. Let's target Uko. Oh yeah, no more Uko. So I at least have some time to go after the others. I can try to provoke Duchess. Not Duchess, Siphi. Nice. So this is not going his way. Or her way. Whoever's way. So at this point, I think this is pretty much good game. We'll eliminate you first, just because you hit so hard. And snap. Good game time. Your team really scared me. So we have enough for one last fight. Do I get to end on a high note or a low note? Or a medium note? Of course, there is no medium note because you can't draw in this game. So basically, you have a 2 in 3 chance of losing the way I see it. Because you can win, you can lose, or you can lose. And they can lose. So I'll go for the Monkey King. Sun Wukong has been good to me today. It's nice to finally see Sun Wukong getting some of those W's. That's a nice defense. So I want to try bombers, and that's why Polymorph is such a strong response on these two. Because these two are basically screaming, bring bombers. I'm going to bring bombers, but I'm not going to admit to it yet. I'm going to bring these two first. Wow. You really want to make sure I can't hit you with debuffs. Now I'm wondering, do I want to bring some nukers instead? Of course, he's also got this. This is rough. I'm still going to go for the bombers and hope for the best. So who do I eliminate? Pythion. I eliminate Pythion. Probably. Yeah. Let's eliminate Pythion. So I'm losing a bomber. Yeah, Rat King's a good call. I don't necessarily want to go first, so let's take the accuracy. And he's taking the resistance. Good choice, Necro. Okay, so I'm going to give myself about 25% chance to win here. Necro has a really strong lineup. Maybe there was a better choice. Okay. I'll open by targeting her. Oh, we got the bombs off. That's cool. Let's... Do I want to play some buffs or do I want to leave them asleep? I'd better do this, actually. I want the best possible chance to kill Elva before she gets to do anything defensive. That means I have to withstand a hit from Harima. And Ragash. I need to review my Ragash. I would like to start using him. Do I dare? I think we're running out of time and opportunities to do anything, so I think it's time to hit with this. I can't actually... Alright, we can try this. Oh, she survived. That's rough. So she cleanses. We'll do this. Monkey King. Can't hit her, but let's see. Actually, we can if we just do this. So let's chip away at this team. This Harima is still very scary. Cool, I have some bombs. Let's try to place them again. None? None, come on. Well, you can say one thing about this fight. It's not boring. This is kind of harrowing. Oh, feared. I think this is it. Well, I'm not going to make it easy for you. All right, Monkey King, it is all on you. So, sheeped. Good game, Necro. Oh, I get a turn again? Interesting. So that Harima's not particularly fast. Man, my Monkey King refuses to die. Oh, good game, Necro. So this is more or less the close of the video. Let's go over the battle log. So how did we do today? 1 victory, 2, 3, 4. Not my best day, that's for sure. How are we doing on the leaderboards? 1298. It's so weird that I find if I have a day where I lose mostly, my rank is like 1,000 points higher. I find that odd. Anyway, on that note, thanks for joining, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.